You can do video by yourself. You can DIY it. Hell, you can go and then hire an editor overseas for pretty cheap. I do it. My editors are phenomenal. They do great work. I'm definitely going to keep hiring them and use them in the future. But there's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into it. And as I'm doing it right now, as we speak, I figured, hell, might as well turn that camera on and talk to y'all one-on-one directly, because I haven't done that for quite some time. So, hi, welcome back. It's me, WillyT. And I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to edit videos by yourself. So first of all, let's go over to Premiere. Premiere, you know, I got my two separate files that I do recording separately. So there's me on the left, my client Andrew on the right. And for this particular clip, we are looking for here. This from about 1 minute 43 seconds to 6 minutes and 7. This is going to be cut down into about a 90-second clip from my editor. So you can see I have the transcription over here, which is man's best friend, saves me a whole lot of time. But so in order to get all that done, I go to my notes, my clip notes that I send to my editor with all the clips. You can see I only have 2 here out of the 3 so far. This one was a lot easier. I probably should have done a video on this one, but this one's more fun. So I send a clip length, total clips, platforms, target audience, solo shots, disclaimer for compliance, general notes, what we're going for, and then the clip 1, Will's foundation and how money impacted his daily life, which is me. So what we did here, Andrew is the client, and he interviewed me, his financial advisor client. And then he also pays me to edit the clips for him, so it's a little bit of like a, you know, Freaky Friday situation. So he interviewed me on my experience working with him for testimonials. So time codes for the editor so he knows what to do. And then I pull quotes. So this is the storyboard, right? Clip starts out with Andrew asking a question, me giving the answer. Andrew giving the question, me giving the answer. And these time codes, so I go through and listen back.
So tell us a little bit where you were financially before we started working together, because I think that's a big question.
So that will be the opening to the clip that you see in the time code. Bam, working together. And then it hops to my answer, which is somewhere around here. The foundation was already there. You know, I work in finance. My full-time job is... Right, so you get the gist. That is what it takes, really, to get all this done. This probably takes me, these 3 clips will probably take me about 45 to an hour. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to jump in here real quick. This is Will from the future. I said about 45 to an hour. What I meant was 2 to 3. I'm sitting here still doing it. So, yeah, about 3 hours to get 5 clips from a 1-hour interview. So that's what you're working with here. And you can go and do this yourself. Just know it's going to take a long time, because that editor I hire, he doesn't know finance how me and my clients know finance. He doesn't know the audience like myself and my advisor, which is okay. You know, he gets paid to put together a nice presentation, which I'm going to show right now. This is the final product.
Tell us a little bit where you were financially before we started working together. A lot of times when people approach me, they've never had an advisor, they're considering one, there's some big financial questions or challenges. So if you don't mind, share some of those as to what prompted you to reach out and where I could be of service for you.
So I already knew I was kind of in a place where I'm at a good jump start, but a matter of where am I and how exactly do I get these goals to get where I want to be? There are a lot of unknowns, right? I didn't know what I didn't know. There's no way for me to know even what questions to ask. Can I do this myself? Do I need the help? And then how do I actually get there, and what questions do I ask?
When you think of certain challenges you had, or, you know, the things that you were wondering about, you know, how did that affect daily life, peace of mind, and, you know, how often were those thoughts kind of coming across your mental, if you will?
It was just like, am I doing this right? How can I better my situation? And it was kind of like, okay, even when is the right time to reach out? Let's try and do something on your own. I became a DIYer. I had my own things, but I definitely knew I was doing something wrong, and it was bothering me. And I knew I had these giant purchases coming up, like planning a wedding, like buying a house. All these things were coming down the road. And, you know, COVID kind of had that time jump, whereas 3 years, like that. These things are no longer like in the future. It is now coming into the now. So the kind of time to take action, that challenge was becoming more real. But with the plan in place, it's now more of excitement than it is fear and uncertainty. Excellent. But that is all that work that takes to get that kind of a product. I script it out, storyboard it, find it in Premiere by myself, and you can do all that if you have the time. But all the time it takes you to do that takes time away from your clients. Or you work with someone like me who does all that with you and for you. So, hey man, ball's in your court. Good luck.